Moment here. Greetings, political science students. What I'm going to go over in this video are instructions on how to write research papers and the guidelines for the first research paper. So all three of the papers for this class are research papers. That means the word research means you have to go beyond the textbook and do actual research to write the paper. You have to show evidence of having done this research, in part by citing the materials which are not from your textbook and citing them appropriately. Cited materials could be anything relevant to the paper, websites, newspapers, journal articles, etc. I don't really care what they are so much as I care that they are properly cited. This is very important. I initially went to community college on the Vietnam era GI Bill and then transferred in my junior year to CSU Chico. And one of the things I discovered immediately upon transferring is I had to crank out papers in a way that I hadn't had to do in community college. If you know how to do it, it's not that hard. If you don't know how to do it, you'll have a semester to figure it out. And then, well, then you could have problems. So you show how you have cited, you show the materials that you've used in your paper by means of citation. You must use correct citation methodology to pass the assignment. I don't care which methodology you use as long as it is a standard one and it is used correctly. Now, the Mesa College English department uses MLA, so that would probably be the easiest for you. However, if you'd rather use APA, Chicago, Harvard, or any of the countless other citational methodologies that exist, you can do so as long as you do so properly. Now, remember that all citation methodologies, regardless of which one it is, have in common that each citation is broken into two separate parts. Hear me underline that? Two separate parts. There is a brief citation in the text of your paper which shows where the cited material you've used is located. This is called the in-text citation. If you do not have this, you have no citations whatsoever, and you will flunk the, you'll get an F for the paper. I guarantee it. You must have the in-text citation, but it is always brief, very brief, and then either at the bottom of the page or more commonly at the end of the paper, you have your full citation, and that's called the full citation. The reason that they're broken apart is so that you can show in the text where you have used your cited material, but you don't put the full citation there. It would break up the flow of the reading. So instead, you put it either at the bottom of the page, or as I said, more commonly, bibliography works cited at the end of the paper. There are two separate components to each citation. Unless you have both of them, you have none of them. You have no citation. So you must understand that. If you don't get that right, you'll be waiting for me to post extra credit because you'll be flunking. So get that right. To write a college level paper, you have to be able to cite correctly. There are websites which will assist you. These are listed here: easybib.com, sonofcitationmachine.com. Tutoring and citation is available through the library. The complete MLA 8 guide is available online. The locations keep changing. So if the location, the URL that I have provided for you doesn't work, then just Google MLA 8 edition or MLA latest edition, and you will get a link to the current guide wherever it has migrated to. And at some point in time, they'll come out with an MLA 9, which will modify the MLA 8. It never stops. It never stops being modified by English professors for whatever reason. Now, as I've said before in my introduction, you can submit drafts of your papers to me for review if they are submitted at least 72 hours prior to their due date and due time. Now, let's move on to the guidelines for the first paper. The due date is in your syllabus. The format is 3 to 5 pages, double spaced. I'm 65 years old. Please double space. I won't flunk you if you don't, but I won't be happy either. And I'll be grading your paper unhappy. So please double space. It's in your interest to do that. Now, this is a topic about current issue. Any topic dealing with an issue currently facing the U.S. national government is appropriate. You could write about immigration. You could write about the war in Ukraine. You could write about anything that the U.S. national government is dealing with. I'm letting you pick the topic because rather than assign one to you, if you pick something that you're actually interested in, then I think you'll be more motivated. You'll do a better job. And because you did a better job, I will be able to give you a better grade. I'd love to give you a better grade, but you have to do the appropriate work for that grade. So this is one way to incentivize you to do a little bit better, to pick your topic. If you're unsure about topics, then run it by me. You can email me with the question, is such and such topic valid? But basically, to cut to the answer, if you can relate that topic to anything that the US government is currently doing, then yes, it is valid. Please use a Microsoft Word compatible format, a PDF format, Google Docs. Those are the most common formats. Canvas can't read everything. And so those will work. There's information about Google Docs here if you decide to use that particular format. And again, as I've said, the paper can be submitted to me, any paper, the second paper, the term paper, for review, if they are submitted at least 72 hours before the paper is due. It'll be due by 11:59 p.m. on a Saturday of the week that it's due. So at least 72 hours. Email them to me at my faculty email address, which appears here in front of you. And in the email header, put this, please review, so I know what to do with it. That is all for now. So thank you for listening and have a great semester, everybody.